here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they work this well outfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Set, ready.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You look at this Saints defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Young now from the 50. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Go, 38.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
It's Young off play action. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go. Ready.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup.
79 Broncos.
2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Olave holds it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Black shot. Black blue.
Off the play fake, Young.
Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Young to throw it this time. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
65, 6, go.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
10 cycles. Six, Mega. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Smack, red. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
ahead with Hubbard.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Hubbard.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action. Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now an audible here into something else. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Come on.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw here.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 Tigers.
That's good for us Saints.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready,
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Pause, red. Ready.
Throwing, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
17.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Drill 3. Set.
On play action, Young. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 28-yard line.
Alert! Alert! 79 Broncos! Let go!
2nd and 5.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Steal, black. Hut.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
97. Check, hut.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Switch, yellow. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Red, cycle.
Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 64 yards. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Go.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Ready.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mustang 19.
They'll drop to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Foskey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long for Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready? Set.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Let's go. So
the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Set, go.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go now.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Smith, red.
Hubbard again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Perry. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lion. Ready.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready, ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll set up a throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire...
And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
White. Ready.
They go play action. Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
43 rail.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
97.
And Young's going to throw it here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500.